Are you ready to get into my back and biceps workout? Well, here we go. You are you, and I am Vincent 2.0. Well, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for joining us. Hey, this channel is all about Mounjaro, fitness, diet, exercise, so if that is up your alley, hey, why don't you go ahead and give a subscribe. But thank you so much for being here. My name is Vincent Buddha. This is Vincent Buddha 2.0, and we're going to get into my workout for today. Today, we did back and biceps, okay? And remember, we're doing 7 sets of 10 reps for each body group. So that's for back and that's for biceps, okay? And we do a little stretching. That's what I started off with. And by the way, if I sound like I have a cold, I do. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm doing pretty good. My throat's hurting a little bit, a little congested, all that stuff. So, but hey, I needed to get my workout in. But first, before I did my workout this morning, I went for a 15-minute walk at one of my favorite places, and it was very, very good. Getting some sun. It's getting a little warmer here in New York. I think tomorrow it's going to be in the 60s, but it's going to be raining. But today, I did my walk in about 37 degrees. Okay, so. We started off the back and bicep workout with a stretch, and I went ahead and did my stretches. Yes, this is my gym. Doesn't look great, but I love it. So I went ahead with a leg stretch here where I'm getting my hamstring mostly under there. So we went on to the hamstrings. After the hamstrings, and I'm not really counting, to 10 or 20, but I'm just trying to get a good stretch. And then we went on to the gluteus maximus, okay, and we stretched that for a good amount of time. And then we went on to the calves as well. We want to get a good stretch on the calves. And you may say, why am I stretching these body parts? I'm not working them out. Well, I mean, the bottom part of your body needs the stretching because you're using it mostly, right? And then we end off with some quad stretch and also trying to get the groin muscle as well. So that was the first thing that we did there. And then we went on to stretch a little bit up top, okay? We did some arm crosses and things like that. So we went again, do some dynamic stretches there, a little bit of the shoulder, each shoulder there, and then we kind of get those lats and the abs and the lower back and things like that. So a little bit of dynamic stretching, and we want to make sure we just stretch everything really good because we're going to be working it out, right? And then I went ahead and I also stretched out my lats. Okay, I did a upper kind of stretch like that where I'm holding on and I'm kind of hanging from there as well. And then I go on to doing another lat stretch as well. We want to just stretch everything out so that we kind of get a good stretch there so that we get some blood in it and it gets warmed up as well. So those are my stretches that I did. And then I made sure to go to my journal. And in this journal, I put today is Friday, and I put in back and biceps, and I want to show you I have records in this book of all the way back to September 2022, and I used to be a little more detailed with my journaling for my weight loss and things like that. But if you look at there, that goes all the way up to September 2nd, 2022 was my first week when I started to work out. And remember, I was working out, and I was working out every single week. I was doing cardio, I was eating right, and I was staying at 375 pounds. I stayed at that. It was like for 10 to 12 weeks, and I couldn't get away. And that's when I started to look into what is wrong with me. Is there something wrong with me? Do I need to take a medication? Do I have diabetes? And I found out, yes, that I did have pre-diabetes. I was right at that pre-mark, and that's when my doctor, my new doctor, my endocrinologist, suggested Mounjaro. Never heard of it before, and I went on it, and I see that this medication is really helping me and doing wonders with helping me keep my my diet in check and making sure I don't eat too much. And it doesn't help me necessarily with working out and lifting weights or cardio or anything like that. It doesn't zap the fat away, but what it does is it holds back cravings, it holds back hunger, it slows down digestion, it lowers blood sugar and actually stabilizes blood sugar. So it does a lot of amazing things, but it doesn't put muscle on, okay? But you have to put the muscle on, you have to do the cardio, you have to eat the right foods, because you can eat less foods but eat all fast foods, and that's not necessarily healthy. So you got to eat the right things. I'm eating high protein. I started to take more and more protein, not just with the shakes but also with meat and other things, and then fruits and vegetables mostly, and then low carbs, like a little bit of rice, maybe a half a cup of rice with a meal, not a whole cup. So that's what I'm doing here to get fit. And so far I've started Mounjaro at 390, but also I started around 400 pounds before Mounjaro, and I am down to the 350s now. So I thank God for that. It's about 40 to 50 pounds of weight loss, and I'm feeling great. So now we go on to the back. Okay, we're working out the back today, and we're doing one exercise for 7 sets of 10 reps, and we're doing a weight that you can do for those 10 reps and maybe get 1 or 2 more. So I'm actually doing the whole stack. There's 150 pounds on each side. We're doing 300. This is called the seated back row, and so I'm taking it back and I'm doing my back, and it's feeling really good. You know, I'm putting a lot of effort in there and everything. So I do 7 sets of 10 there, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go on to biceps. And for biceps, I'm doing a simple standing bicep curl with dumbbells. And what I first start off with is I start off with a regular dumbbell curl there, and I do one arm at a time so I can focus in on each arm. When I do it together, I feel like I'm not focusing on the muscle too much. So what I do is I do each arm and I kind of lean into it. I'm not like giving myself help, but I'm leaning into it. I do 10 for each arm, so you got to count to 20. And then I actually do another type of curl to get another part of the bicep, because bicep means 2 seps, right? So you have 2 muscles for your bicep. And what I do is I do something called a hammer curl, and you see it here. A hammer curl is just holding the dumbbell in a different way, and you go ahead and you do it, and it actually gets a different part of your bicep, and it also gets a little bit of your forearm as well. So it's a great exercise to do, and I show you from the side as well angle, so you see that it's really getting the bicep there. So I had a great workout. I also did 7 sets of 10 for the bicep workout here. I had to do a costume change. It's a little cold in here. Like I said, it's in the 30s up here in New York. But yeah, had a great workout, and I am just feeling amazing on this medication, and I haven't even ate lunch yet, and it is 2:22. I'm gonna have some lunch right after this video. I want to invite you to tomorrow's video. I try to put out a video every single day. I want to invite you to tomorrow's video, where I'll be giving some more of my story when I was on the program called Optavia. And so I want to tell you about Optavia versus Mounjaro Part 2. You are you. I am Vincent Buddha 2.0. See you next time. Hey, make sure to check out my 5 weeks result video right here, and also check out my chest and triceps video right here. See you next time.